Hey there! Today we're diving into a topic that affects all of us at some point in our lives: anger management. Whether you're someone who tends to explode with rage or you're more likely to bottle it up inside, this video is for you. We're going to explore some powerful techniques to help you take control of your anger and express it in healthier ways. Before we jump into the techniques, let's take a moment to understand what anger really is. Anger isn't just an emotion, it's a protective mechanism. It's your brain's way of telling you that something isn't right and that you need to take action. But here's the thing: the feeling of anger is separate from how you choose to act on it. Think about it this way. You might feel a surge of anger when someone cuts you off in traffic, but you have a choice in how you respond. Do you honk your horn and yell, or do you take a deep breath and let it go? That's where anger management comes in. Let's start with some immediate techniques for managing anger you can use right now. Technique number 1. Deep breathing and counting. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly effective. When you feel anger bubbling up, try this. First, take a deep breath in through your nose. Next, hold it for a few seconds. Then, slowly exhale through your mouth. Finally, as you do this, count to 10. Repeat this process a few times. You'll be amazed at how much calmer you feel. The deep breathing helps slow your heart rate, and the counting gives your mind something else to focus on. Technique number 2. The timeout technique. Sometimes the best thing you can do is walk away from the situation. This isn't about running from your problems, it's about giving yourself space to cool down. Here's how to do it. First, recognize when you're getting too heated. Next, tell the person you're talking to that you need a moment. Then, step away from the situation. Use this time to practice your deep breathing or other calming techniques. Finally, return when you feel more in control. Remember, it's okay to say something like, "I need a few minutes to collect my thoughts. Can we pause this conversation and come back to it?" This is much better than saying something in the heat of the moment that you might regret later. Technique number 3. Physical exercise. Ever notice how much better you feel after a good workout? There's a reason for that. Physical exercise is a fantastic way to manage anger. It helps release tension and floods your body with feel-good endorphins. Next time you're feeling angry, try going for a brisk walk or run, doing some jumping jacks, punching a punching bag, or doing some push-ups. Even just a few minutes of physical activity can make a big difference in your mood. Now that we've covered some immediate techniques, let's look at some strategies you can use to manage your anger in the long term. Technique number 1. Identify your triggers. One of the most important steps in managing your anger is understanding what sets you off. Take some time to reflect on the situations that tend to make you angry. Is it when you feel disrespected? When plans change at the last minute? When you're stuck in traffic? Once you know your triggers, you can start to prepare for them. For example, if you know traffic makes you angry, you could leave earlier to avoid rush hour, listen to calming music or an audiobook while driving, or practice deep breathing exercises before you even start your car. Technique number 2. Challenge your thoughts. Often our anger is fueled by the stories we tell ourselves about a situation. For example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, you might think, "They're such a jerk, they did that on purpose." But is that really true? Maybe they didn't see you, or maybe they're rushing to an emergency. Try to challenge these automatic thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought realistic? Am I jumping to conclusions? Is there another way to look at this situation? This cognitive behavioral technique can help you reframe situations in a way that doesn't trigger your anger. Technique number 3. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for managing anger. They help you stay present and aware of your emotions without getting caught up in them. Here's a simple mindfulness exercise you can try. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Focus on your breath, noticing the sensation of air moving in and out of your body. When thoughts come up, simply notice them and let them pass without judgment. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. Start with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the time. You'll be amazed at how much calmer and more in control you feel. Technique 4. Improve your communication skills. Often, anger arises from miscommunication or feeling like we're not being heard. Learning to communicate more effectively can help prevent anger from building up. Try these tips. Number 1. Use I statements instead of you statements. For example, I feel frustrated when plans change at the last minute instead of "you always change plans and it's so annoying." Number 2, practice active listening. Really try to understand the other person's perspective before responding. Number 3, take a moment to think before you speak, especially when you're feeling heated. Technique number 5, develop empathy. Trying to see things from other people's perspectives can go a long way in managing anger. When someone does something that annoys you, try to imagine what might be going on in their life. Are they stressed, tired, going through a tough time? This doesn't mean you have to excuse bad behavior, but it can help you respond with compassion rather than anger. Now, if you find that you're constantly angry, it might be time to dig a little deeper. Chronic anger can be a sign of underlying issues like depression, anxiety, or unresolved trauma. It's okay to seek help from a mental health professional. They can provide you with more personalized strategies and help you work through any underlying issues. Remember, learning to manage your anger is a process. It takes time and practice. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate the small victories, like when you take a deep breath instead of yelling, or when you walk away from a heated situation. And here's a final thought. Anger isn't always bad. When managed properly, anger can be a force for positive change. It can motivate you to stand up for yourself or others, to fight injustice, or to make important changes in your life. The key is learning to express it in healthy, constructive ways. So the next time you feel that familiar heat rising, remember these techniques. Take a deep breath, step back, and choose how you want to respond. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on emotional well-being and personal growth. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, you're in control of your emotions, not the other way around.